Hello everyone. Today in this video we will start learning for loop. Okay. So you see here, when you know exactly how many times you want to, okay, how many times you want to loop through a block of code, use the one second. Use the for loop instead of while loop. Okay. Syntax is this one. Statement one is executed one time before the execution of code block. Statement two defines the condition for executing the code block. Statement 3 is executed every time after the code block has been executed. Okay, so if you see the print numbers, the example below will print the number 0 to 4. So if you see here, I have to do something with my Wi-Fi connection, guys. Okay, maybe within 2-3 days I have to do it. It's very slow, right? So for integer I equals 0, I is less than 5, I plus plus. So this will continue to less than 5, that means 4. So 0 1 2 3 4, right? So this is what is happening here. But difference between while loop and for loop is, in for loop we know how many times we will iterate to until which number we will go, right? When you know exactly, then we will use for loop, right? Statement 1 sets a variable before the loop. Okay, statement 2 defines the condition for the loop to run I less than 5 if the condition is true. Okay, print even numbers. This example prints even values between 0 and 10, right? So for integer I equals 0, I is less than or equal to 10, I equal to I plus 2. So every time I would be increased by 2, and it will start printing from 0, right? So first time it will print 0, and then it will increase by 2, right? So 0, then it will print 0 plus 2, this would be 2, right? So then 2, and then 4, then 6. This is how it will increase, guys. So you see my internet connection is very slow, but we have to explain, right? Sum of numbers. This example calculates the sum of numbers from 1 to 5. So sum is 0, then you see my internet connection is okay. So you see in the previous example was this one. So if you click on this, and then this is basically doing sum is 0 first, and every time sum is increasing. Okay, so increase by 1. So I will start from 1 and less than 5. So first time sum would be 0 plus I, that means 0 plus 1. First time it would be 1, and in the next iteration 1 plus I would be increased by 1 to 2. 1 plus 2, this would be 3, and then 3 plus 4, 7. So this is how it will increase. Okay, and then finally from 1 to 5, if you add all of them, then you will get 15. Okay, so if you want, you can visualize this code, guys. Okay, so uh, for each iteration you need to if you want, you can. This is first iteration. So I is less than 5, so sum is 0. 0 plus I means 0 plus 1. I'm sorry, guys. 0 plus 1, this would be 1. And the second iteration I would be 2, right? Here I would be 2. 2 is less than or equal to 5. Less than or equal to 5. So here this would be 1. 1 plus I is 2, right? I'm sorry, guys. So this is how it's 3, 3, and then 7. This is how it will increase. Okay, countdown. Okay, so this example prints a countdown from 5 to 1. Example, for I it is I equals 5, I will start from 5, and I is greater than 0. As long as I is greater than 0, I will decrease minus minus, and see out I. Okay, so that means, guys, it will start printing from I, and as long as it's greater than 0, that means 1. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. These are the things, these are the numbers this will print, right? So if you want to do this exercise, drag and drop the correct keyword to create a loop that runs exactly 5 times, right? So it is I equals 1. Okay, so we have to provide for loop here. So this is my internet connection is very slow, guys, but I'm trying my best to. We have nested loops too, right? So this is not going to the next question. My internet connection is slow. I have to make a direct cable, okay, from the router. Then everything is going to be fine. So go for the nested loops, C++ nested loops. Nested loops. It also possible to place a loop inside another loop. Okay, this is called a nested loop. So if you see this, for I equals to 1. Okay, so how does nested loop work, guys? Okay, so in a loop inside another loop, right? So I will try to show you by decoding the code. Okay, so this is going to be I is 1, I starts from 1, I is less than 2, I plus plus I. Okay, so say outer. Okay, this is outer and then this is inner, right. So j equal to 1 and inner j would be printed, right? Okay, so outer 1 and then inner 1 and then inner 2 3. Okay, so I'm going to show you guys this one. Okay, so if we come here and take a blank statement, then this would be really easy for you to understand, right? My internet is really boring. Okay, let me show you here. Wait a second, this is going to be good if I show you here. Here the letters are really small, right? No, can't open document, so I will try to show you here. Okay, there was something in previous, but ignore them. So this is our code. Outer loop, so here I starts from 1, right? So let's say for outer loops first iteration, you understand? Outer loops first iteration. Okay, so I starts from 1 here. So what we're doing, we are placing 1 here just to show you guys. 1 is less than or equal to 2. Yes, this is true. Then outer will be printed, right? So I is outer I, that means outer 1 will be printed. You understand? So outer 1 will be printed and then inner loop. So for inner loops first iteration, so now j starts from 1, j is less than 3, 1, j is less than or equal to 3. Yes, this is fine. So j will be printed this time 1. You understand? I mean, delete this in this 1 and then it will take second iteration here. Okay, it will finish its inner for loop will finish first, right? For first iteration of outer for loop, you have to understand this. So now 2, so j will print here 2, right? And then 3 and then it's third iteration. So here 3 would come here. 3 is less than 3. Yes, true. Then it would print 3. Do you understand? So it can't take another iteration because it's going to be 4. So condition will be false. Do you understand? So now outer for loops second iteration will come. You understand? So if I show you here, so now what is outer for loop? First iteration, second, third iteration. Okay, let me show you outer. Okay, copy this again. Outer loop, right? So this is how it works, guys. We have to we are just spending some time to understand. So outer for loop, second iteration, second iteration I would be 2 here, right? In previous iteration, outer for loops previous iteration I was 1, so here 2, so yes, I is less than 2, that is fine. So here in this time, outer for loops value is 2, right? So I is 2, the I would be printed, so here 2 would be printed, right? And then in this first iteration j will start from here 1, right? 1 is less than 3, so here 1 again, 2 again, 3 again. You understand? Same thing would happen for these two as well. You understand? So for the we will get, one outer, one is outer, I'm going to show you here. You see outer one, and then inner 1 2 3, and then outer 2, inner 1 2 3. You understand? This is what we got after, so many iterations. I just showed you. Okay. Multiple table example. This example uses nested loops to print some multiplication table 1 2 3. So here you see two for loop, one into another, right? One inside the another. So I starts from 1, I is less than or equal to 3, I plus plus. Okay. So here j starts from 1, j is less than or equal to 3. Leaves. Okay. So if you try this, guys, really boring. Okay. My internet connection is really boring. I can't take this anymore. Okay, I will show you in next video, or maybe I will connect with this. Thank you.